Get everybody in the right camera. There we are. Now we've got everybody in the right camera, and I didn't even make sure my jacket looked good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Tuesday, April 21st. As I've got a thrill. It's always a thrill when Steve Fowler, Lonesome Steve. Are you still lonesome? Do you have more friends now?
As Hulk Hogan would say, living the gimmick, brother.
Not anymore. He's not saying that. Steve Fowler is here along with Jerry Wilson. They are the Burma Shavers, and we are going to talk to them today. They have a new album coming out. I can't wait to hear it. I am so looking forward to it. They may even play a couple of songs today, entertaining you folks today here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's just get on with it and tell you what's going on, because I want to make sure we get plenty of time to talk with these fellas. Here on a Tuesday, I'm going to give you Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't have a whole lot of stuff for either day, but I'll give you a little bit for Tuesday and for Wednesday. Blood drive today in Flora at the Floyd Henson Junior High. You know where that is? That's down there just across from the hospital in Florida. The American Red Cross hosting a blood drive on Tuesday, April 21st at the Floyd Henson Junior High. If you have given blood or platelets at this drive, if you do give blood or platelets at this drive, you'll get a $15 e-gift card to the merchant of your choice. The American Red Cross has declared a blood emergency in place throughout the Midwest. No, not just here, throughout the Midwest. You fellas, are you a big, gigantic blood donors, or have you been? Or you're of an age like me, you may not be permitted to give much anymore.
I'm not in the habit, but if there's a blood emergency, I think we may need to step up.
There you go. How about you, Jerry?
No, I hate to say, but I've never donated blood.
I think we've talked about this. Aren't you scared to death of needles?
I'm scared to death of needles. Yes, I am.
How could we incorporate that into some tune?
Well, we could write a song called A Positive or B Negative.
Maybe that's what's kept you away from the hard stuff all these years.
It may be, but no, I am deathly afraid of needles.
Well, hey, I must tell you that if you probably shouldn't give blood then, because they have these great big things that they.
I don't even like to hear about it.
The regular shots that you get for like COVID and flu shots and stuff. Those are like.
No, I don't know what you're talking. I never had those either.
You're scared of those too.
That's right.
Those are really skinny needles that you hardly feel.
Yeah, hardly is the key word.
I was just going to say that the difference is quite noticeable in the. I'm scared. Did you see the face? This last. Thank you very much for joining us this last time the Burma Shavers will ever be here. But that blood drive is from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock today. You want to go online to redcrossblood.org to save yourself a bunch of time, do the whole rapid pass stuff. It'll help you all the way out. I've given a little bit of blood. Did you know? I've given about 17 3/4 gallons.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's a lot. I had a goal. You've seen me. You've been around me at places. Yeah. I had a goal to fill a pony keg, right? So I filled a pony keg, and then I had a goal to fill a regular keg, a full size 16-gallon beer barrel, and so I've passed that now. And that's.
And the next goal is.
Next goal is to be able to give blood again. Again, that's 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock today at the Floyd Henson Junior High. Also tonight in Salem at Ed Daniels Karate and Self. It is a women's self-defense class this evening from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's free admission. Now, this class covers awareness and how to disable and escape from an attacker. You don't need any previous training, and all women from teens to adults are encouraged to attend. Again, that is at the Ed Daniels Karate and Self. That's at US North 50, 5075 US 50 in Salem. So you can find that at 6 o'clock tonight. Also, tonight, a relief painting workshop. This will be in Effingham from 5:30 to 7 o'clock this evening. Join Leah Hanfland at the Joe's Sippers Cafe for a workshop where you can make your own stamps out of styrofoam. I have no idea what that has to do with relief. This medium involves creating your own stamp and making it an easy way to produce duplicates of any design you come up with. Open to anyone interested in flexing their creative muscles. All ages welcome, and that's $25 per participant. That, again, at Joe's Sippers Cafe tonight up in Effingham. One item for Wednesday, live music with Village Wine and Spirits. It'll be Bill Poss and Terry Klein with Garrett Burse and Kendall Scott. And that'll be at the Village Wine and Spirits at 7 o'clock, live in the Register Room. So give that a shot tomorrow night on Wednesday. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? It's always a lot of fun. This is National Chocolate Covered Cashews Day. See, now you can get into chocolate covered cashews, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That looks pretty good.
yeah, those do look good. I prefer actually chocolate covered almonds myself because the cashews are just a little rich. But yeah, and the bad deal is, doggone it, once you start, you can eat more almonds because they both taste great, but the other ones fill you up more. Fill you up first.
How about chocolate covered coffee beans?
I have those in my house. My
Wonderful.
wife throws them in the occasional cup of coffee, and we'll throw them in the occasional some coffee, like Irish coffee type of drink or something like that. It is a nice thing to have. I avoid it like the plague. I don't need any more caffeine in my life. I get plenty out of just the chocolate. I don't need to add the caffeine. How long do cashew trees live? All right, that's the trivia portion of the show. How long do cashew trees live? Any idea, boys?
My guess would be 20 years.
I have no idea, so I'm going to take the over and say 60 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 60 years. Steve is right on it. Unbelievable. He clearly he's been reading my sheet the cashew trees last 60 years. How many years does it take for them to reach maturity and begin making nuts? 8 years. And they make these make terrific party snacks. My mother, God bless her, always has chocolate-covered almonds or chocolate-covered cashews in her refrigerator when I walk in the door because she knows that every day is a chocolate-covered cashew.
Every day's a holiday when you come by.
Every
Bruce.
day's that's how she sees it too, Steve. That's exactly how she sees it. What else is going on today, folks? What do you want to get into? This is British National Tea Day. Behind every great country, there's an even greater beverage helping their people throughout the day. On April 21st, the UK celebrates National Tea Day, their drink of choice for the past 2 or 3 centuries. National Tea Day is the time Britain takes to celebrate its long-standing relationship with the steeped drink. Their love for tea is so drink that they consume more than 60 billion cups a year. That doesn't make sense. They can't do that. Oh, wow, that is right. That's 165 million cups a day. Heck, there's only like 70 million people in Britain, for crying out loud, or 80, right?
Do the math.
Well,
That'd be 2 cups a day per person.
I I can see that.
Yeah. And a ton of, just add that up over the course of a year. Each year, citizens of Great Britain hold their festival on this day as a chance to showcase new teas, share the ultimate afternoon tea experience, and rally around the hundreds of incredible tastes this one drink has to offer. So a fun way to get into that. Go out and find yourself a tea joint. Do you guys drink tea?
No, but my wife drinks enough tea that I think she's got a British accent.
Nope, I don't. Tea leads to kidney stones. And
See, now that's the thing. See, I quit drinking tea back when I was in my 20s, for crying out loud. I quit drinking tea and coffee. I stopped. I only drink Diet Coke when I'm eating popcorn, and that's about the only time you'll see me drinking a Diet Coke. But yeah, other than that, I just avoid the caffeine. Enjoy your tea, ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you're into. What else is going on? The third week of April is National Coin Week. It celebrates this popular hobby of collecting coins, paper money, and other numismatic objects. The fascination with numismatics is linked to culture, history, art, and science for millions of people who enjoy collecting coins and paper money. The word numismatics comes from the adjective numismatic, meaning of coins. Numismatics is called the hobby of kings due to its most esteemed founders. Professional societies were organized back in the 1800s, and the Royal Numismatic Society was founded in 1836. Mediums of exchange have existed for all time. The first coins as we know them were struck under King Artus, the ruler of Lydia. Do you fellas have any idea where or when that might have been?
None.
You are a teacher. Were you a history teacher?
Not of history.
Not classical, Civ? You're math, weren't you?
No, I was English and PE.
Oh, well, I see. I don't blame you a bit. How about you, Steve?
I know nothing about. I think I saw a wheat penny one time. It's about the extent.
Give me. I will ask you then. Pick them. I'll give you 500 years, any direction. Pick the century of the first striking of coins. This is a good one.
300 BC.
I love it. How about you?
301.
600 BC. So yeah, so Jerry covers.
Come on down.
Come on down. Exactly right. Yeah, these have existed since 662. Well, King Artus lived anyway, 652 to 615 BC. The ruler of Lydia, which is in modern day Turkey. The coins are struck from electrum, which is a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver that was found in quantity in the mountains and streams of Lydia. And Ptolemy of Egypt was the first ruler to place his own image on the coin. That took 300 years. He lived 323 to 285 BC. And so, yeah, he started putting his own image on the coins in his own authority, a practice that occasionally, this still continues to this day. So, National Coin Week, ladies and gentlemen, started over 100 years ago in 1923 when Governor Julius Guttig suggested that the week-long event be established to attract the general public to our hobby and consequently increase the membership and aid in the science. There you go. The numismatist scheduled the first week in February of 1924, and they moved it to April in 1942, probably due to World War II. Everything was back then, changes were made due to World War II. What do you want to see on television, folks, today? High school boys baseball. We've got two games for you. We got two games for you all week long. It's going to be two games today, though, are Waltonville at Sisney. I'll be doing that one. That's at 4:30. And Fairfield is at Flora. That also at 4:30 on Catch TV 99. Major League Baseball. How about those Cardinals? They're 5 games over 500. They play tonight at Miami. Dustin May versus Chris Paddock. And also the Yankees at the Red Sox. That's on TBS, channel 272. Louis Heel versus Connolly Early. That's at 5:45. At 6:40 today, the Phillies are at the Cubs. That'll be Jesus Luzardo versus Shota Imanaga. All 5 teams in the National League Central are above 500. Isn't that something?
Unbelievable.
And within a game and a half of each other.
Yeah, the Cubs are in last place, and they're 2 or 3 games over 500. It's a early start. It'll turn, you would think. White Sox are at the Diamondbacks today. That's Sean Burke versus Merrill Kelly. That's at 8:40 tonight on Chicago Sports Network, and on Major League Baseball Network, Sacramento's at Seattle. Jacob Lopez versus Luis Castillo. 3 games in the NBA tonight, all first-round games. Game 2, all of them. Philadelphia is at Boston. Boston leads 1-0. That's on Peacock. On NBC, it's Portland at San Antonio at 7, followed by the Rockets at the Lakers, also at 9:30. Lakers and Spurs lead those series. And the Stanley Cup playoffs going tonight as well, as ESPN2 has a doubleheader and ESPN has a doubleheader. The Deuce has Montreal leading the Lightning 1-0. That's at 6, followed by Utah at Vegas, and that's at Vegas leads that one 1-0. On ESPN at 6:30, the Bruins play the Sabres, and that's going to be a great series. And the Kings play the Avalanche at 9 o'clock. Steve Fowler is here. Jerry Wilson is here. They are the Burma Shavers. We're going to talk with those folks about what's going on in their lives and all the shows they have coming up here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back right after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
folks, welcome back. Big Talk, Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined today by Steve Fowler and Jerry Wilson. They are the Burma Shavers, and I tell you what, they've been here a few times. Enjoy having you fellows back every time. Thank you very much. I look forward every year to getting a note from Steve. He'll hey, I don't. Maybe the most polite emailer of all time. Has anybody ever said you're a very polite emailer?
We like to just be professional.
And polite.
Well, that's part of being professional, Bruce.
That's correct. So he says, "Hey, I don't want to take up any of your time, but if you have a second, would you read the email? And would you? And if you have another second, could you get us? Always enjoy having you fellas on the show. How are things going, guys? What's new with the Burma Shavers? Jerry, tell me what's new with the Burma Shavers. There's got to be something new with the Burma Shavers.
Well, we usually kind of take February and March kind of off as far as playing. We kind of try to get our next CD out, try to get at least one a year out. And then once April kicks in, we start playing pretty hot and heavy. So we probably got, 35 or 40 shows lined up
Yeah, about that.
this year. So
Hey, that's
far.
a pretty good start, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
are you gonna try to keep looking for more shows as well? I think you gave me this list. That's those are the shows set for this year.
Those are the ones coming up. We've done a handful earlier this year to start off. Took a little break to put out the new album, and so this is what's coming up, but there's always room for a few more. We'd love to play the Village Wine. Just throwing that out there.
I keep telling those guys about you, and I can't believe he doesn't get a hold of you.
Well, that's because you keep telling him about it.
Well, I tell you what I'll do. I will forward a good sampling of your work. How about that? That makes more sense. That might make a ton more sense. All right, of all those places you've got them set up. How many of these places have you already played in the past, or are there any new spots going on here?
We've played the majority of them in the past, I would say.
Where is Marthasville, Missouri?
Six Flags, just on the other side of Six Flags about.
Oh,
10.
really?
It's on an old railroad track that they turned into a bicycling trail. It goes from Kansas City all the way.
Oh, it's the old Katy Trail.
Yes, it's
That's
on
it.
Katy
Yeah.
Trail.
It's the old
Yeah.
Katy Trail.
There's-
And they hire us to sit at an old general store. It's a historic landmark, and it's right on the trail. Of course, used to be the railroad track.
Sure.
So we sit on the front porch just like it was 1890, and we play guitars. No microphones, no electric, anything. They just want you to sit there and play. People will ride their bike, get off, listen to a few songs, thank you, throw a couple bucks in a tip jar, and head on down the trail. So it's kind of like the old.
That's fantastic. It's like you're basically like the old saloon, You're like the old saloon band people. They were the stage people would come in and sit in and listen. How long will you sit there?
Is it 2 or 3 hours we play?
Yeah.
Two
or
and
three
a half,
hours,
maybe
somewhere.
2.5 hours. Yeah, and a lot of times it's the middle of summer, so it's 90 degrees, and you're sitting there, and you never know who will ride up.
Well, if it's just past Six Flags, you never know. You're probably going to have a bunch of kids coming off of the water slides and stuff too. Do you have, where is Marthasville? Is there an interstate there?
Well, you go on the interstate past Six Flags west about
It's on 44?
10 miles, and then you cut back north about 10 miles.
So it's like halfway between, or maybe not even.
I'd
probably
say from
more than-
Six Flags, it's probably 20 miles to the north and west.
Okay,
It's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
in between 70 and 44.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it.
You wouldn't be shocked if a horse came down the trail.
How big is Marthasville?
I think
Have
they.
you ever been to Keens?
Yes, I have been to Keys.
About half the size of Keens.
That's pretty cool. All right, I got to ask you about some more here.
Okay.
I know. Where do you play in Corydon, by the way? That's nice there over there by Louisville.
They have a wonderful farmers market every Friday. that they have set up through the spring, summer, and fall. And we play that every year, a couple of times. The people are wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good crowd. The vendors are really lovely people. They keep asking us to come back and play for them. So we do that quite a bit.
Have you already done McCanda this year?
No, we've got 2 dates coming up.
I was going to say,
at
when is
McCanda.
McCanda? I bet you guys really have some fans down there. I mean, McCanda. In listening to your description of Marthasville, I'm assuming McCanda is probably similar in size, maybe a little bit larger.
Actually, we play a winery that I guess it's outside of the city limits.
Okay.
So we're probably not in McCanda proper. But there is a lot.
You know when you're in McCanda proper.
Well, yeah. This is the Blue Sky Vineyards, which
Okay. So yeah, that's a gorgeous one.
yeah, and it's 5 miles from McCanda, but
Yeah.
that's just the address of it. But yeah, it's a very pretty place.
Well, up there, they've always got a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opposite of playing on the porch in Marthasville,
Right.
really.
Yeah, because I mean, even the tasting room up at Blue Sky Vineyards is 5 times the size of the studio. It's
Yeah.
just huge.
Yeah, and we play 3 hours, and we may play from like 1 to 4.
What do you prefer? What do you? I mean, or if you had a preference, let's throw how much money they're getting paid
Right.
by either venue out the window. I mean, you say it's going to be the same either one.
You mean what's our preference of where we play?
Yeah, would you prefer to play for like a place like with the bikers coming by and stopping, or would you prefer the folks that tasting the wine coming?
Well, I'll tell you, for me personally, I prefer playing coffee shops that are maybe a little bit bigger than this room,
Yeah,
and there's 25 or 30 people there, and they're all there just to hear music and have a cup of coffee, and they're not eating.
and they're
not
paying
riding
attention
bikes.
to you, aren't they?
They're paying attention, and
Yeah.
that's my favorite place to play. It's more of an intimate setting, and
And that's kind of what you run into. That's kind of what you're running into. Probably most of these places that are
Yeah.
set up here,
yeah,
right?
like in Indiana, a lot of the places we play are coffee shops, Washington and Ferdinand, other places. But it's just an intimate setting, and a lot of times you'll see people that you saw 6 months ago, and they come back and they know your songs, and so they might even sing along with them and things. So that's kind of my favorite.
What's the best way for folks to find out about about where you're playing?
That's it.
The website,
Website?
yeah, www.theburmashavers.com.
Do that again. I've got you zoomed.
Got that?
You got you?
Okay. Burmashavers.com. Simple
No,
as that.
no the on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
It is the Burma Shavers.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I kind of thought it was. I was trying to see. You were telling everybody wrong, Steve.
That's why we're here.
Oh, I'm glad to help in any way I can. All right, you have this new album coming out. Tell me a little bit about the new album here. I'll get the zoom in on it.
It's actually out now, Bruce.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Live Hot Lather, set 9. So it's our 9th in this series. All original songs recorded at the very end of last year. Now, the CDs are not in stores because there's not very many music stores nowadays.
No,
But if you need one, if you'll write us, drop us a line, we'd be happy to send you an actual copy. But we also, all the songs from this album and all the albums are available on all the streaming services.
And folks can probably contact you also through that, theburmashavers.com.
Yes, yeah. There's a link for you to contact us, leave us a message, I'll write back. But we're on all streaming services, so.
That's fantastic. I tell you what, we're going to go take a quick break. We're going to talk more here with Steve and with Jerry. The Burma Shavers right after these words. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Bob!
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building center. Zinc building center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
And what's new?
Zinc Building Center and Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Even when you said, how big is Marthasville? I said, about half the size of Keens, because I was just in Keens.
Yeah, that makes sense. As we are joined here by the Burma Shavers, joined here by Jerry Wilson and by Steve Fowler. And this is a labor of love, isn't it? I mean, this is something you guys, this is not what you do for your normal jobs. I was just talking to Jerry. Jerry's a retired teacher. You just had a big revival at your church you preach at now.
Well, that's not, I don't preach at Keens. I preach over at Fouts Church over by Centralia area.
Okay.
But I did the revival at Keens.
Did you have was it successful? Good crowd?
It was a good time, yeah.
Good crowd. What are you doing for a living for the most part?
This is what I'm doing.
This is what you're doing for, ladies and gentlemen. Now that is outstanding. That's wonderful.
I'll be asking you to buy me lunch after this.
the stipend for you being the honorarium is phenomenal. And I'm going to show this one, folks, too, because this is previous work. I think this is the last album, and I just love the album cover. That is, where in the world do you come up with these fancy album covers, Steve?
The good old internet. If you dig long enough and deep enough and down the wrong rabbit holes, you come up with odd things that just tickle your fancy.
You gotta get the right rabbit holes, don't you? You want to make sure you don't fall into the wrong rabbit holes. How long have the Burma Shavers been together? Well, when did you guys form, and how did you form it? What happened?
Feels like I think we might be on our 7th year.
I think that'd be right, because usually it's an album a year, like Jerry's talking about, right?
Yeah, album, sometimes 2, because we're up to 10 now. So,
yeah. And this came out of the aftermath of what, Night Watch or something like that?
It came out of Rattle Watch.
Pardon me.
Wilson and I decided we would wanted to do a little bit more than the work we were getting, so we kind of broke off and went wild doing our own thing. We both wanted to travel around, do as much as we could, so here we are. That's what we've done.
How do you go about getting gigs? What's the process?
Well,
we're telling us to tell, if you like what you hear today, by all means tell somebody, hey, get these guys, because they're doggone good.
Yeah, and I go about getting gigs for the most part, I send out one of those polite emails
They are very polite.
that you've got.
Maybe
and-
I'm the only person who responds to polity.
Well, luckily, as you saw with the graphic you had up earlier,
Some others do.
some others do.
Yeah.
And we go from there. But we'll play any type of venue, any type of event, or we'll play a house concert for very little amount too, where we will come tell stories and play songs for you and your friends.
Well, that's fantastic.
We've done wedding receptions.
Have you done wedding receptions?
Yes, we've done family reunions. What's Robinson have? The city celebration. Like Fairfield's got Mule Days.
The Fun Fest. Fairfield's got the Fun Fest. Robinson's got probably the Maroon Fest or
Okay,
something.
we played that.
It was the Heath
Oh, okay, yeah.
Harvest Festival.
Yeah, just festivals, stuff, we just do anything. And then sometimes it works out good, and you think, hey, we need to do this again next year. And then other times you do something like, okay, well, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
A lot of time, most of the time, you're an original crew.
Right.
I mean, you're not playing covers.
Right.
That's what people. It's a good thing to know that going
That's
in,
right.
so you don't have somebody yelling "Free Bird" or something.
There's been one time where, and Steve does a good job, he sends out all the marketing stuff and all that. And we played one time over in Illinois toward the St. Louis area. And we sent out some songs off the CD and a little information packet. And they said, yeah, we'd love to have you guys come over. So we go over there. About 5 songs in, it was a nice restaurant was what it was.
Sure.
I mean, a pretty swank restaurant. And somebody come over and said, can you play a little more country? And the lady that booked us, I said, well, we're playing what we sent you. Yeah, I know, but could you do like some John Denver or some Willie Nelson? I said, no, we play all originals. Well, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah, that's what we do. Oh, well, so we finished out our 2-hour set. And then afterwards I said, it's probably not the place for us to come back to. And she said, well, I'm sorry, I thought you played covers. I said, didn't you listen to our material we sent?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, but I thought they were covers. I said, no.
Oh, well, that's good though.
Yeah, but that's why you got to be honest so people know what you're doing.
But it's also good though. I mean, folks, you have a familiar sound that makes that she liked and wanted to hear more of. Sounds like.
Either that, or she thought, "Oh, I need a band. I'll book this one." I never really listened to it.
Well, or maybe you weren't charging enough.
Well,
as you buy me lunch today, I'll tell you, we don't charge a lot sometimes.
we eat more bologna sandwiches than we do steak dinners. I'll just say that.
And speaking of writing your own tunes, I've asked you this before. What do you, whenever you're writing, is the process you sit down and I'm going to write a song today? Or is the process you're waking up and you hear a song in your head and you're going to put that to paper? How does that work?
It's more the latter,
Really?
or at least an idea or something that's in your head, and then you kind of work with it from there.
But you'll work through something as something pops into your head.
Correct.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear a couple of the songs here from the fellas from the Burma Shavers, Steve Fowler, along with Jerry Wilson. We're going to hear. I haven't heard it either, so I was going to preview it. Maybe I'll be able to preview it a little bit in a few minutes. You're watching Big Talk. Back in a sec.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. We are blessed here to have the Burma Shavers joining us today, and they have told us that they are going to bless us with a tune or two today. I already asked you a little bit about the process and the new album. How many songs on the new album? What's the what do you know?
15, I think.
It's either 14 or 15.
Usually try to put about 15 on there, don't you?
Yeah.
Again, this one, I see. I think I've got a better picture of it, don't I? There's the new album that has come out already. You'll find it whenever. Certainly, you'll have these to sell at your sets, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the album I was talking about earlier, the older one. It's just that poor little girl.
It came out right at the end of last year, so. It was a special.
That is okay. Now this is your electric one,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only one. Every CD we do is just like we are here. 2 guys, 2 guitars, except that one. We got a couple other guys to play with us from Evansville. We went over the songs and rehearsed them in a church over there, and then recorded it. So we have the Electric Shave album, and that's why.
I can't wait to hear it. I am looking forward. I am very much so looking forward to hear that one. But what is this? What's the first tune here you'd like to play? Or you want to just go?
Yeah, this one's a song called New Madrid.
All right.
It's actually about New Madrid. Except for I'm from Indiana, and I wasn't aware that they pronounced the name different. But by the time I found out, it was too late to change anything.
He's not from Illinois.
No, he's not from Illinois either.
No, he's not from Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Burma Shavers.
Gypsy lay trace to the lines on your hand. She might set a new course for the life that you had planned. Find yourself front and center where the current catches fin. See, there's one born each minute. Sometimes it's twins. Folks smiled feebly, teeth crooked at best. Sideways grins and bobby pins where they put right to the test. Cut off low is the weatherman's woe. Pour some pennies in the pond just to watch them sink below. There were no city sidewalks in New Madrid. When the Mississippi ran backwards, the boatmen keenly hid. They fought on the fault line just like the desperate did. There were no city sidewalks in New Madrid. Can't dance, can't sing, and it's too wet to plow. Stay in the house. Think about how Marshall Dillon was shot at least 56 times. It was always in the script, and it mostly turned out fine. Who predicted the B-side would no longer exist? Left a note on her right hand just beneath the wrist. Said, watch out for Barnum if a crowd gathers in. See, there's one born each minute. Sometimes it's twins. There were no city sidewalks in New Madrid when the Mississippi ran backwards and the boatmen came ahead. They fought on the fault line just like the desperate did. There were no city sidewalks in New Madrid.
Fantastic. That's outstanding. I love it. And I got to tell you, I do love sticking with the theme because you're writing about a disaster that happened 200 years ago.
Well, I didn't get the paper back then.
No, I suspect not. How many? All right, when you talk to people and when you've played this in public, how many people do you think know that earthquake happened in like 1811 or something like that?
Well,
what percentage? Any idea?
5 at the most.
Yeah, but the weird thing is we were playing a show somewhere, and one of the people in the crowd that we were speaking to was talking about that, and that's where the idea came from.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I tell you what we'll do. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and see if I can't talk the fellas into playing one more song. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. The Burma Shavers are here. There it is. You can go to theburmashavers.com, find out all the information that we're talking about today. Also, maybe even find some albums. We'll be right back after these. Stick around.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I was talking with the fellas here about a little town. We're talking about the new Madrid earthquake that happened 215 years ago. But on the Kentucky side of the Mississippi River down there, there's a little town called Hickman. that has, it's built, it's just like, it's on a bluff. It's on a 150, 200 foot bluff up there on its side. But they continue to have tremors, earthquakes and tremors. And there was a neighborhood that is, this is one you need to see. There's a neighborhood that is disappearing. The road, it's like a road runs out into nothing because the cliff, the bluff, has adjusted as the earth has quaked, and it's into a subdivision, and has taken houses down and all kinds of stuff. I was there 25 years ago and talked to a little old lady whose house was next.
I was gonna say.
She was about 25 feet from the bluff right then, and she knew it was coming. And I said, "What do? I mean, you can't sell the place." She said, "I'm 75 years old. It's not going to be here that quickly. I'll be okay." I said, "All right, that's a stance to take." The street out in front of her house basically it did not dead end; it dropped off.
It is living on the edge.
That's living on the edge. We're right there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Burma Shavers are here. And again, you can find out more about them at theburmashavers.com. Here's where they're playing. Find them at one of these gigs sometime this year and go to theburmashavers.com. There it says for dates and details. Also, you can find more information about the music and then purchase the. I can't wait to listen to this. I'm really fascinated. The electric shave. I just can't wait to see that. To listen to that. That's going to be a lot of fun, folks. You want to play another tune? Tell me about what you want to play.
This song's called Carrion Crow.
Carrion Crow.
Carrion as in dead meat, not as carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
Carrion Crow.
How did you come up with this one, fellas?
I have no idea.
Well, I think part of it is even a vulture has its part in nature.
That is correct. Yep.
And in society, we must expect a few vultures along the way as well. So
there he is. Wiser words hardly ever spoken by Jerry Wilson. Other than box out. That's about the.
And I haven't said that for a while. That's not true. Did you watch Illinois play in the Final Four?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear me screaming?
Yes, I did. I did hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Burma Shavers with Carrion Crow.
Foreman, real fine fiddle to hold your ears near the whistling kettle. It might be you ought not to meddle yet. I don't know. Church window light kept close to the vest. Mike is getting married like all the rest. Washing dishes with the missus will put him to the test yet. I don't know. Pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. Mop tops, car hops, elastano. Snow on the roof and a furnace down below. And I pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. First in line to play second fiddle. Mind your manners and a move to the middle. Grub line rider with the plate near the griddle. Yeah, I don't know. Feats of strength and daring do. Place a bet on the boxing kangaroo. Tell Dan I'd rather not hear the news yet. I don't know. Pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. Mop tops and car hops, elastano. Snow on the roof and a furnace down below. And I pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. Birds and quilting bees, while they talk of facts on tranquil seas. Walk the plank to sit ill at ease yet. I don't know. Pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. Mop tops and car hops, elastano. Snow on the roof and a furnace down below. And I pity the fate of the Carrion Crow. Pity the fate of the Carrion Crow.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, the Burma Shavers. I tell you, fellas, I love. I've listened to every album over the years. They've been a lot of fun. I love your tempo. It seems like it's picked up a little bit over the past few years. Are you making is it just the songs you played today, or am I making a judgment from not enough songs, you think, or
Well, we just wanted to pick a couple that made us seem like energetic and not getting older. So I think it worked.
Plus, we're nervous around you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, I'll bet you are, Steve. Yeah, you certainly are. Where are you playing next? What's the next show?
Sedalia, Missouri, this Saturday.
Sedalia, Missouri, this Saturday. What else do we have coming up that we can tell the folks about on some of those? Where in St. Louis will you play?
We play Espresso Yourself Coffee Shop.
Where's that?
St. Louis.
You know where the hill is?
Yes, I do.
It's just about a half mile south of that.
So you're off of Shaw down there or something like that, or near Shaw?
When you come, you know where the world famous donut shop is?
Yes, I do. I know exactly. It's on Vandiver.
Yeah, you just keep on going down that way, and you go down about a half mile. And
hang a right.
Hang a right. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so you have Sedalia coming up this weekend. And what about the closer to home shows?
Robinson. We got a show in Robinson, Illinois coming up next weekend, I believe.
Oh, no kidding.
Lovely coffee shop there.
We're at the Mill Shoals Metroplex.
Yeah, Mill Shoals coming up too.
Mill Shoals had your back.
Yeah.
Well,
you see, you were the standing band at Mill Shoals for a little period of time, right?
We were until they had some political upheaval in the town of Mill Shoals, but now I guess things are getting back on track because they got a hold of us and says, "Can you come back?" Who wouldn't go back to Mill Shoals?
Could you believe they had? Like any small town, they have the occasional hubbub.
Yeah. Dust up.
A dust up, and it kind of cost you guys your gig, for crying out loud, for a little while, because you were starting to get some people down there every week, weren't you? Or every couple of weeks or something like that.
We had a lot of the same people come back, and
yeah.
And if you can get a good fan following in Mill Shoals, you got to feel good about that.
If you can get that's exactly right. If you can get a good crowd in Mill Shoals, you're going to get a good crowd in.
Yeah. So we're nice people down there, real nice.
Let's look at some of these other joints. Crawfordsville's up north. That's a gorgeous area up there on Turkey Run.
Yes. Right past that, yeah. We're at a campground up there for a big vintage camper rally.
A vintage camper rally.
Yes.
Have you? Do you have a vintage camper that you can?
No, but don't tell anyone.
They have a circuit. They go all over with vintage camp. 1 week it might be at Crawfordsville, might be over by Louisville, Kentucky, Red Hills State Park. And so we've got to know those folks, and so we play 2 or 3, sometimes 4 of those vintage camper things a year. It's kind of neat.
Well, I got to tell you, fellas, it's fantastic having you back. What's the future look like? I mean, are we already starting to write songs for this year's album?
It's pretty well written. It's just finding the time to record it at this. We probably won't have an opportunity to record it until all those dates are fulfilled that you saw on the screen.
And those are through when?
October.
What's your last date? October?
Yeah.
You're still looking for dates before then, though, huh?
And after then, we'll like to fill up November.
Outstanding. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the Burma Shavers. Go again to theburmashavers.com. Find out anything you like to find out about these gentlemen. Fellas, thank you so much again for being here. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to do it. Anytime. Have a great day, folks. We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.